I find it extremely difficult to not lose hope in humanity because it's like the more the world proceeds on evolving, the more things are getting worse and falling apart. And evolving should be a positive thing, but not in this instance because it seems like we are slowly losing ourselves. But at the same time, we take pride in that. We perceive that as normal. We are constantly, normalizing up normal things. Our behavior is completely out of control. It's as if we are possessed by an evil entity. And this entity is the one that is constantly hindering us from exercising kindness and righteousness instead of only preaching about them. If you can closely observe this whole Charlie Kirk situation, it's almost similar to what happened to Jesus Christ. Jesus was killed by the very same people he was trying to help, by the very same people he was preaching life into, educating them and positively impacting their lives. But those individuals, they were polluted, they were distracted, they were so blinded by their ignorance and arrogance. And eventually, that kind of an act resulted in a horrifying way. And ladies and gentlemen, if you can go back and study history, you will get to find out that the story is the same. But the only difference is the characters. It's ironic how anyone who tried to preach, positivity and educate people and try to wake people up from their messed up mystification ended up getting killed by the very same people that he was trying to help. And I thought long and hard about why is that so? Why is that? Why are they doing the opposite? And by my personal point of view, I think that oftentimes people always intend to be on defense mode and attack the very same ones who are trying to help, because predominantly people don't know that they don't know. And that's precisely one of the reasons why they perceive those who are offering help as a threat, because they don't understand the mission, they don't understand the vision, they misdiagnosed them, they misunderstood them. And that is why, even if you came up with good intentions in heart to help and educate and make the world a better place, but they will still fight you. Why? It's because they don't understand the mission, they don't comprehend the vision. And they also think that the help that you're offering is the help that they don't need. And you see that right there. That's the problem. And if we can allow our ignorance and arrogance to paralyze us from taking the necessary action towards, changing our mindset, then this whole absurdity will not gonna end and will continue to destroy the very same people who are trying to make the difference in our lives, who are trying to bring, difference in the world. And that is why I'm emphasizing so much on the fact that we need to do a mentality switch, because it's a mindset problem. It's an education problem. It's not an external problem. What we need is for people to prioritize educating themselves, because that is the only way we can be able to salvage this whole absurdity. So guys, my name is Johannes. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you next time. Cheers.